Dear students of English grammar, we welcome you in our lecture 11 English version lecture, in which we have a series voice from active to passive voice. And in this series we have a topic imperative sentences to be transformed into passive voice. Students, in previous lectures you have gone through various rules of passive voice, and you came to know how you transform sentences based on present, past and future, continuous, perfect or indefinite into passive voice. Today we are going to learn the sentences based on imperative sentence into passive voice, and to learn this we will study the structure of imperative sentence first. Student, this is M. Rahman and you are attending ORAC classes of English language. To continue with us from academics up to competitive level in the series of active voice, please keep on watching ORAC classes of English language. And to get all the lectures, please don't forget to subscribe our channel ORAC classes of English language. And if you like our lectures, please don't forget to share and like. Now let's begin with the structure of active voice sentence based on imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is a sentence in which we command, suggest or order somebody. Now the structure of the sentence is, we begin this sentence with first form of verb with object. Suppose I say, write a book, learn a lesson, come here, don't write this message to anybody, means we are commanding in this sentence, that is imperative. And when we transform this into passive voice, the basic structure of passive voice of this imperative sentence is let. We begin with let, and the object that is written after verb comes before verb, means this is verb and this object is here, but we write be between third form of the verb and object. In this way our structure is let plus object plus be, and then third form of the verb, then rest part of the sentence. Now let's observe this rule with the help of this example. The example is, buy a new book today. Before we transform it into passive voice, we'll have to identify object and verb here in this sentence, and the object is a new book. You know what is object? Object is the first noun or pronoun after verb, and this noun is book, and before book you can see new and a. These two words are connected with this noun, that's why these two words are also the part of object. Now object will come before this verb buy, a new book here, and you will begin your sentence with let, as I have already told you the rule here, and you can observe this rule. After observing the rule, let's apply it on this sentence. Let a new book be bought today. Be with third form and the rest part of the sentence today. After this, let's see example number 2. In this example, give him a new watch. This example have some special feature, that is, I have given two different types of objects here after verb give, and the first object is him and second object is a new watch, and him is an indirect object and a new watch is a direct object. Direct object means a non-living object and indirect object means a living object. Now you have done a few examples based on this direct and indirect object in previous tenses and previous lectures, and we are going to make you recall all this. In imperative sentences, we begin our passive voice sentences with let. In this way, I wrote let in the beginning, and this object is written here, him, and in the sentence another object, a new watch, has been written in example number 1, answer number 1. Now let two different type of objects are here. Him I wrote in the sentence number 2, and in the sentence number 1, answer number 1, I have written non-living object, and you can see be and be, given and given, and the rest part of the sentence is written here. The main thing, if you have left your non-living object in the end of the sentence, you add it to. Okay, in this way your sentence is let a new watch be given to him. But when you write your non-living object in the end, you need not write any to here. In this way, your answer will be let him be given a new watch. Let a new watch be given to him. In example number 3, shut all the doors and windows. It is very easy to identify an imperative sentence, but the main thing in imperative sentence is up to what extent your object is seen. Now you see, shut is the main verb, all the doors, these three words are object, and the windows are added to this object. In this way, you have a large number of words in object, and this whole group of words from all up to windows is your object. Now your answer will be let all your doors and windows be shut. Sometimes in confusion, students in hurry may pick all the doors, but it will be wrong, because the words which are used in object must be taken together at the place of object. In this way, your answer is let all the doors and windows be shut. Now in example number 4, there is something special here. Do not insult the weak as it is a sin. Now do not insult the weak and as it is a sin. This sentence is based on clause. Why this is clause? Why is this clause, students? This is clause because first form insult is here and second linking verb is here. In this way, this is clause. So if you change any one part of this clause, that will be definitely passive voice, that will be called passive voice. And let's see this first part that is based on imperative sentence, and we'll transform this imperative sentence into passive voice because our exercise is based on imperative sentence. Though we can change the next part of the sentence into passive voice, but this sentence is not based on main verb, that's why we will leave it. And we come to the first part, do not insult the weak. Do not is written in form of not. Now you will write in the beginning let. After let you will write object, then this word, negative word, no. If you have not, you will write not here. If you have never, then you will write never here. If you have always, then you can write here always, be plus third form, and then rest part of the sentence. Now your answer is let the weak not be insulted as it is a sin. Let the weak here is object, not be insulted, not plus be plus third form, and the rest part of the sentence that is not related to this imperative sentence. And this next part is based on clause. Always do some physical activity after your study. Now let's see, this sentence looks like a clause, but basically it is not a clause. Actually it is not a clause. Why? Because after this word after your study, this is noun and there is no verb, that's why it is not clause. But you see, what is your object? Physical activity. And what is verb? Do. And some physical activity is object, because your main noun is activity, physical, and some are related to this activity. In this way, these three words will be in object. Now what will be your answer? You will write in the beginning let some physical activity, then always, be done, and rest part of the sentence after your study. You just try to identify what is your object, and you place and pick and place your object after, just after let. It means before your verb, and you place your adverb that may be in form of never, not, always, and then be then third form, and then rest part of the sentence. Now let's come to next example, example number 6. Please introduce your friends now. This sentence is based on please, and the rule 3 is please will be changed into you are requested to. You are requested to plus form of the verb, and this word please is equal to the word kindly. There may be kindly introduce your friends now, then you use the same rule there. In place of please, you just write you are requested to and copy the rest part of the sentence, and in this way this will be converted, this will be transformed into passive voice. Now a student sometimes gets confused and asks, sir, there is no third form Introduce is a first form. Of course, introduce is a first form, but you are requested are plus third form is here, and that is ready-made part, and you have added in place of please. That's why this is passive voice, and your answer is you are requested to introduce your friends now. You just change your word please for you are requested to. I mean, in place of please you will write you are requested to, and you will copy the rest part of the sentence, and this is your answer into passive voice. In rule number 4, you see let is written in the beginning, and it may puzzle you that this is passive voice. No sentence is passive voice without keeping third form in it, and there is first form teach. Let is in itself a first form of verb, then him, then another verb, then objective case pronoun, and then here. Whenever you have such type of structure after let, you place let at the place of let, and you change these objects him and me. Me will come at the place of him, and you will write be taught, and be taught, then you will write here that is the rest part of the sentence, and him will be written by him in the end. Why did I do this? It's a matter of understanding. You just try pay attention to me, whatever I am going to tell you, whatever I am going to let you know. The thing is him is doer of teach, and the object of teach is me. In this way, me will come on the place of him, and him will go as a doer by him. This is a place of object, that's why I'll not change the form of me into I. We change me into I when we place it on the place of subject. Actually, him is not a place of subject, it is in itself a place of object. That's why me will remain me, and him will remain him, because him is also going on the place of object. So here are two different type of objects. For this infinitive, it is working as a doer and it is object, so they will remain in objective form, and your first object will go in the end and will be written in form of by plus in objective case him. Now in rule number 5, do not walk in the middle of the road. Do not generally when we try to transform the sentence into passive voice, we try to search where is your object, or you can say where your object is, but there is no object. Do not walk in the middle of the road. In the middle of the road is an adverb, there is no noun, there is no object. So when you don't find any object in the imperative sentence, you use on your own according to the sense of the sentence. Either you are advised to, or you are ordered to, or you are asked to. You can use any, but this sentence is based on suggestion, that's why I'll use you are advised to. But this sentence is based on negative sentence, do not, adverb do not, that's why I will write you are advised not to walk in the middle of the road. You are advised to is placed in the beginning as a ready-made part of this sentence. Not to walk is related to verb, that's why I wrote in red color, and in the middle of the road is a rest part, is the remaining part of the sentence, that's why I wrote in black color. Now finally your answer is you are advised not to walk in the middle of the road. In example number 9, take any book whichever you want. This sentence is based on adjective clause. This is a clause. Now the first form is take and second is want, and your object is any book. Any book is related with whichever, and whichever is connected to you want, and whichever you want is the quality of the book, that's why it is an adjective clause. And whenever an adjective clause or any adjective is connected to the noun, to the object, you take the whole group of words as an object. That's why I did here. And let the object is any book whichever you want be taken. You can also put comma here so that it may be disconnected from be taken. But I think you must remove your confusion here. This want isn't related to be taken. This be taken is related to any book and let. In this way, your Full answer is let any book whichever you want be taken. In sentence number 10, there is one more clause based sentence in imperative. You see, learn this chapter if you want. Means learn is the first form. This chapter is an object. If you want is then another part of the clause. And you have your verb in your object, then you have nothing to do with this if you want. So it is the rest part of the sentence and you will copy it in the end of the sentence if you want. And what will you do? Let this chapter is an object and it will come before your verb. Let your chapter be plus third form be learned. Let this chapter be learned if you want. Now your answer is let this chapter be learned if you want. A student sometimes get confused when they see such a long part of the sentence and they fail to identify which is your object properly. Your object is the noun or pronoun just after your verb, and this is this chapter. And if you want, this is another clause. You don't be confused. You pick it and write in the end as it is. And you follow your rule. Let this chapter be learned if you want. Students, in this way, I hope you have gone through all this lecture very well, and this will give you a lot of knowledge. And this lecture will prove to be very useful for you. So be with us for the rest part of lectures that are going to be before you in coming future, that will be up to your competitive level. So to get all the lectures, please don't forget to subscribe our channel ORC Classes of English Language, and if you like our lectures, don't forget to like and share. Thanks for being with us. Keep on watching ORC Classes of English Language. Thanks a lot.